what I feel like the numbers or tarot cards or this are only excuses for us to be heart to heart connected and being open channels to receive the information that we need to unlock. That's what I feel it is. It's unlocking.
We all interpret the messages differently. So I think that you might need a message from somebody else, So I don't think it takes away from anybody to go to anybody else. And that's actually why I like having people on here, because I really like everybody that watches this to see that there's so many different options for their spiritual path, because I think you need all of them.
I get 5 numbers. The first number is your soul, and that's the addition of your day of birth. The second number is your mask, that is your month. The third number is your gift, and then you go your mission and your path. That's the 5 numbers.
This week on Beyond Numerology, I'm sitting down with Aileen Katanella, an intuitive numerologist joining us all the way from New Zealand, whose connection to numbers and spirituality started when she was just a little girl. I have so much in common with Aileen, and it was so fun to get the chance to sit and talk with her. Aileen's story starts just like mine. She grew up learning from her mother, a metaphysics teacher, and has spent decades developing her own way of working with numbers, intuition, energy, and deep spiritual connection. In this conversation, we talk about the way numbers speak, how intuition weaves through everything, and how her work helps people move through blockages and reconnect with their own light. We also explore the surprising similarities between her approach to numerology and mine. Even though we learned in a very different way and practiced 2 totally different types of numerology, we both found that there are still many similarities and many ways to get to the same truths. With numerology being at the heart of this episode, you know it's going to be a good one. So without making you wait any longer, let's get into it. Welcome to Beyond Numerology. I'm Tammy Lopresti, the creator of Cosmic Ascended Numerology, a rare and super accurate way of decoding who you are and why you're here. If you're new around here, I'm so glad you found us. And if you've been in my world for a while, then you already know that I don't do numerology like everyone else. Think of this podcast as your weekly spiritual hangout. A place where we dive into your soul's plan, uncover what you came here to learn, understand, and experience, and help you wake back up to the you that you came here to be. Every Friday night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, we record new episodes on Zoom and invite a live audience to hang out with us. This is your chance to be in the room while we chat with our guest of the week, do mini numerology readings, and enjoy occasional psychic insights from our guests, whether it's card pulls, spirit guide messages, messages from loved ones on the other side, or other surprises that they might bring. Want the VIP experience? Stick around for the after show where you can hang out with me and the guest of the week to answer your own questions and get a behind-the-scenes look at the magic happening live. It's always fresh, always different, and always a good time. So whether you're tuning in live or catching the replay, welcome. I'm so happy you're here, and I have a feeling you're going to love it. Now let's go beyond numerology, because your soul's plan starts right now. Hi everyone, we are here. Today I have Aileen with me. She is also a numerologist, but she practices a different type of numerology than me. So I thought that would be really fun for all of you to get to know her. Merlin is super clingy this week. So I've been on a couple of vacations lately. So he is like not leaving my side anymore. So just so you know, he might be walking across the screen a few times. Anyway, hi Michelle. I'm glad that you're here. I was just seeing your work earlier today. It looks so nice. Laura was commenting on it and somehow it tagged me. So that was cool. And hi Kat. I'm glad that you're here. I hope I'll see you tomorrow. We have a Q&A tomorrow for class. Anyway, so Aileen would like to start with a prayer. And you can explain what it is that you want to do. Also, I'm going to shut the door quick because they're loud downstairs.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So also, guys, my grandkids are here, so I don't know if they're going to come in and interrupt, but hopefully not. So,
Only
anyway.
live, so it doesn't matter. That's it.
Yeah.
So I am from Chile, but I live in New Zealand. And in New Zealand, every time you start a meeting or you do any something, a process that have a beginning and an ending, you start with a karakia. And karakia means like a prayer. And this is super simple. And every time I start my sessions, I come here, I light the candle, I close my eyes for a minute, and I say, Keirunga, Keiraro, Keiroto, Keiwaho, Re 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 Ho, Pai Marire. So that means all of the above, all of the below, and within is all covered. It's all like a beautiful angel's wings around us that everything will go according to plan.
I love that. I'm not good at the planning part, and nothing goes to plan in my life. But
that's right. But with the flow, we are on the planning
with the flow. I'm good at the flow. I just follow the river of flow.
Yes.
So, but that's really pretty. I like that. Okay, so what I want to ask you is, so first I want to say, like, what type of numerology do you do and how long have you been doing it? That's pretty much what I want to ask.
Okay, yes. So I learned from my mom when I was a little girl. I am on my 50s now, but when I was around maybe, I don't know, 15, I did my first Reiki. And, around that area, my mom was a very incredible metaphysics teacher. So I always been involved with this knowledge,
Right.
like that. And then my mom started teaching numerology. She learned from Yogi Bayan. That was her lineage, would you say? Yeah. But I feel that I've been doing numerology for so long that me and the numbers are good friends. We are like this. Yeah. So obviously I got all the information from those days, but also the intuition is quite strong. And I receive messages from both sides, that is really cool.
Yeah.
That's what I feel is beneficial when, I don't know. And I feel the numbers are expanding a lot now at the moment. I'm going to restaurants, and if I see a 1 and a 4, I will add it to 5. And then I make my stories of what the 5 means and what is that in the moment. And it's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I started, so like my mom taught me as well. I grew up in it as well. She didn't teach me when I was 15, but she didn't teach me until I was 30 because she was actually very against teaching anyone under 18, and then when I kept asking her, she would say, no, you're not ready or you're not mature enough or whatever. And then finally, when I was 30, I kind of forced her to teach me in a way. Like, I was like, I'm learning this. And so that's how I got started. But I grew up with it being normal as well. Like, I grew up in a house where it was perfectly acceptable, at least in my house. Outside of my house, it wasn't. Like, my extended family didn't really accept it, and they didn't really like that my mom did it. So like, it was never something that she felt proud of. It was always something that was more like a parlor trick in our house in a way. People would come and, she would do their numbers, and they loved it, but it was kind of like a weird secret kind of feeling, which I didn't like. Let me let my dog out because he's making a lot of noise. Hang on 1 second. I'm sorry. Out. I love you, but out.
There you can see Chile on your map there.
What?
You can see Chile behind you there on your map.
Oh, where is Chile? I don't even know.
To the left, South America, down the bottom, left. No, South America, left, the other continent, left.
This one? This one.
Yes.
This one. Okay.
Down the left, yeah, to the end is a long, long
Like
country.
down here. Okay, cool.
Can you see?
One of my students is in New Zealand. That's where you are, New Zealand. One of my students is there, and she said it wasn't there, so I added it. So
Good
that's all
idea. It's a small country, so yes.
yeah. Anyway, so I too feel like the numbers speak, like it's very obvious to me that they speak. And I know that a lot of my students think that now as well. Like it's like, I kind of think of the numbers as a personality of their own. I think of them as kind of like human beings in a way, like the one is somebody and the two is somebody, and they kind of stand up and have their own personalities and they lend each other to each other. And, it's kind of odd to say that, but I like that you said that you feel like they speak, and you feel like, it sounds like you look at them the way that I do, like they're
Yeah.
like your friends in a way,
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's really cool. Hi, Patrick. I'm glad that you made it. Patrick was going to try to make it. I didn't know if he was going to be able to, so that's good. Hi, Suzanne. I'm sorry I missed you yesterday. I was supposed to have coaching with Suzanne yesterday, but I had my grandkids, so I couldn't. Anyway, so you've been practicing this a really long time. How do you what do you do? Like, tell me about your work and like how you do it and things like that. Like, not how you do it, but like what you offer. Like, what are your offers and things like that?
So my offerings are people come to a numerology session first. That's what I
Mhm.
feel that is where I can, between the numbers, and because I'm a 6, I don't know you, but I feel you. Even though you are far away, I already feel you. And I think I'm pretty accurate with how I feel, or
Yeah,
things that I can come to talk about what the person feels, or whatever. So,
yeah,
the first session, normally I ask, what are you needing? Why are you here for? Because with all the things I know, and with all the skills, and with all the things, we can go anywhere. I always call
yeah,
myself a little bit of a Mary Poppins. So depends what
mhm,
you're needing is what I get out of the bag.
yeah,
And that the numbers can tell, of course, a lot. So people come from guidance, people come to tell me stories, and I sit down quietly listening.
mhm,
So that's kind of the first session where we get to know each other a little bit.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then the following sessions, normally I will either go deeper to be able to transform belief systems and give you skills
mhm,
and do
mhm,
meditation or things like this, that
yeah,
like continue deepering with with the knowledge. And I feel my aim is for you to find your light. That's why my business called Lighten Up and Set.
mhm,
So my strength, or my what I am good at, is connection, right? So
yeah,
I will
yeah,
connect you with wisdom. I will connect you with products. I will connect you with ideas. I will connect you with what's next. But I don't do it. We do it together. It's not
yeah,
me. I am the coolest here. This no. I am a supporter. I come. I open my hands, my heart, and then you come. And
yeah,
normally after that, people will come and they will sit on a massage table where I will put my hands on healing, and then the channeling comes through. And
mm,
I call myself like the hairdresser of the aura. So
mhm,
I do your aura, we'll make it shop.
mhm,
And I don't do it. I just open up and allow
yeah,
the energy, of course, the highest
yeah,
energy possible to come through.
yeah.
Yeah. And
So is
then
that how you incorporate Reiki with it? Is that what you're doing?
I don't do Reiki. I do Theta
Okay.
healing
Okay.
and
Okay.
channeling. I've started channeling when I was 15. So whatever
Mhm,
happens, I just close my eyes, and just the energy, the voice,
mhm,
the what I need to, my arms movement. Sometimes I'm like, what's going on here, and I am like going
mhm.
number 8,
Yeah.
feeling the C on it. It depends what the
Yeah.
person is needing.
Yeah.
And I feel the chakras get aligned at the end. The people come out lighter, they feel better, they feel um
Yeah.
yeah. So some people come for 6 sessions, some people come for
Yeah.
one, and some
Yeah.
people come for three.
Yeah. Yeah. I was surprised because me and you, so like everyone doesn't know this, but me and Aileen actually exchanged readings. Like when I first met you and you said you were a numerologist, I was like, "Oh, good," because I want to see what the differences are, because I never really explored any other numerology than my own, you know? So I wanted to see how yours compared to mine. And so I gave you a reading and you gave me a reading. And what was surprising to me was that a lot of the things meant the same things. Like even though you do it a lot different than I do, your intuition is the same as mine. Like you're connecting to the same place, and you were telling me a lot of the same things I would have said, and I was surprised that like a lot of the themes were the same as well, which I did not expect to see. There were still a lot of differences. I definitely noticed a lot of differences, and I'm sure you did too.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what I wanted to ask you. Like, what did you think when I did your numbers?
Yeah, I felt super similar like that, but I did.
Yeah.
It's nice to get a same but different.
Yes. Yes.
Because we used to go like this. I always say one finger to you, but three to me, right? When I
Yeah.
tell people things, specifically if I talk about my numbers, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, reminders, reminders.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
felt similar like that. And I love the
Yeah.
way, and I got lots of curiosity of how do you get your boxes and where do you put the numbers? Because we didn't have
Yeah.
enough time to talk about the way we get to the numbers, how we did
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I think ultimately it doesn't matter,
No,
and
it doesn't matter.
ultimately what I feel like the numbers or tarot cards or these are only
Yeah.
excuses
Yeah.
for us to be heart to heart
Mhm.
connected and being open channels to receive the information that we
Yeah.
need to unlock. That's what I feel it is. It's unlocking whatever you stuck in that moment, that gets unlocked
Yeah.
for the next. That's what another thing I do with this karakia. I always ask creator that all that is that please
Mhm.
give me what my client or my person is needing right in right moment, because
Yeah.
sometimes you have a big problem, but really what you need is to make a list for your week for your groceries, so
Yeah.
then that will give you
Yeah.
space to look at
Yeah.
other things.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yeah.
looking at the
Yeah.
practical day-to-day life things as well, but
Yeah.
sometimes.
Well, and I ask the same thing. I always say it doesn't matter what is in the numbers, like what they're saying. It matters what the guides are saying first. So I always say, tell me what it is that this person needs to know and bring that through, like bring that through first, and then we'll talk about everything else. And those are the best readings. Like the best readings are when you just allow everything to come through that's meant to, and you don't stop it and you don't block it in any way. Yeah, that's basically what I do. And I think both of us use our intuition almost more than anything else. And I think most things are that way. Like a lot of times I've told people, when someone has a crystal ball in front of them, or they have tarot cards in front of them, or they have any, like even my charts, like when I put a chart in front of you, that is really just a prop. Like that is the thing that you can look at that makes you trust me a little bit,
Correct.
because you go, oh, this is where I'm getting my information, instead of somewhere in the air that you can't see, So I think that's all we're all doing. I think we're all tapping into our to divine wisdom and divine knowledge and all of that. And just as much as we can remove ourselves from it is how much information we're going to be able to pull through. I don't think it has
Totally.
anything to do with the tarot cards or the crystal ball or the chart in front of us. I think that adds to it, but I
Yeah.
don't think that that's actually where the information comes from.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
and also I believe like depends who I'm doing numbers to. If you are a number 4, I will explain everything, where you come from, where I got the
Mhm.
numbers, how the nitty
Mhm.
gritty. If you are not, I said like you'll be fine. You don't need to know, but the number
Yeah,
4 is the one that needs to know. So sometimes if we're dealing
yeah,
with a number 4, they are the
mhm,
ones that need to know who, where, who is Yogi Bayan. I'm going to search
mhm.
it up, and they need the researching part. But if you are not,
Right.
more like, so
Yeah.
It just depends.
Huh.
We are all individuals and different, but I guess what the point of what you just said is that
Yeah.
the most important, even for the listeners, is to listen to their intuition. Whatever I'm saying, we're
Yeah.
suggesting, we're seeing what's happening
Yeah.
in that moment. That can change, but the
Yeah.
most important is how you feel in your body. If your body feel expanded when you hear the information, good. If your body feel constructed, it's not for you, and drop that away.
Yeah.
But don't do all the reading because one thing I said that you didn't like or feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
there's certain numbers that I know when I see them, the person's more doubtful, and
Yeah.
they're like they don't just simply believe things. So whenever I come across people like that, I will do a lot of like proof type stuff first.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, you're this kind of person, you're that kind of person, this is kind of what you go through, and I'll go through a lot of that until finally I realize that they're trusting me. Like I'll say something that I couldn't have known, and then they'll go, okay, I trust you. And they just have to let you in just a little bit. And once they do that, then I bring in all the heavy stuff, like all the real stuff. But there are people that really need that. And I think that's what you're talking about with the 4. So for me, that's with a 2, but you with the 4. I don't add and subtract the numbers that way. So like what I do is I look at every single number. So it's just a little bit different, but I think we get the same outcomes pretty much. So, I think it's awesome. Anyway, hi Shelly, hi Patricia, hi Jose, hi Star. I'm glad that you guys are here. um anyway, so I think, I was really shocked at how much we had in common when we sat together, because I really thought that I was going to meet with you and I was going to say, "Oh, that's all bull." Like that can't be right. None of that could be right, because whenever I've looked up traditional numerology like online and things, it's very vague and it doesn't really tell you anything that's meaningful, kind of like repeating numbers. Like people will look up angel numbers or repeating numbers and they'll kind of go, oh, your angels are with you or your guides are with you, people care about you or something like that. It doesn't really tell you any meat of what you want to know, and that's kind of what I was always getting when I was trying to look up traditional numerology. And I thought, well, there's nothing to this, it doesn't make sense to me, and I just call all numerology that's not mine traditional. So I don't know what, like, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't feel traditional at all in
Yeah.
any way or shape. So
Yeah.
yes, it's two of us here.
Yeah.
Might be more hopefully out there in the world.
Yeah. I just I don't know. I was pleasantly surprised, and happy with it, and that's why I did want to make testimonials for you because I wanted to say, hey guys, this is real. This is really good,
Oh,
So yeah,
likewise. Yeah.
yeah, it was really nice. Okay, so do you have an offer for my audience?
Yes. Yes. So we were discussing that a little bit before. So one
Mm-hmm.
session,
Mm-hmm.
um, normally I will charge 150, but if they
Mm-hmm.
come for 3 sessions, I am willing to do for 399. And this is a
Mm-hmm.
New Zealand dollars that is a little bit cheaper than US dollars. So
That's
even
good.
cheaper.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, and I do, of course, the sessions on Zoom.
Mhm.
I do them normally. I can do this weekend. It's like weekends, like this time is great. Or I do them normally Sunday night for you all, my Monday morning. So yeah, we can work something out. I will put a link down there. But if any of those
Yeah.
times don't work for you, just let me know, and I just can move things around the calendar. I deal with it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
super excited and happy to support you all in a different way because we complementary. Doesn't mean that you go to Tammy and you don't. It's there. I always say we are
Yeah.
a flower, and the
Mm-hmm.
flower has different petals, and we
Yes.
are all full of those petals. So Tammy is one petal. I am another petal. Your religion, your music, your
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, that's what I say too. I really struggled when I started teaching numerology because I didn't know if I was like creating competition, and I was like, I don't know if I'm, kind of shooting myself in my own foot, in a way to do that. And I really sat with it, and I realized, first of all, I can't help all the people that would want to this kind of help, that's one thing. But then second, I really believe that we're all different, and that, someone's going to hear something that I say and then it's going to help them. And then they're going to hear something that you say and it's going to help them. So we could create as many people that know how to do this. Like we could, teach as many people as we want. It's not competition. It's really just adding to the mix, like it's adding another voice that you could hear what you need to hear through, and we also all channel differently. Like we all interpret the messages differently. So I think that you might need a message from somebody else, so I don't think it takes away from anybody to go to anybody else. And that's actually why I like having people on here, because I really like everybody that watches this to see that there's so many different options for their spiritual path, because I think you need all of them. Like I go to all different kinds of readers and all different kinds of mediums, and I've done QHHT a bunch of times, and I want to do SCHH or whatever it's called, and like I want to do all the things, because every single time I go to anybody, even if they do the same thing, I get something totally different out of it, every single time. So yeah, so I agree. I don't think, just because you're a numerologist, I don't think that competes with me at all. Like, I don't think that really means anything. It just means you have another way to give them a message that they might need. And I think that's a good thing. I think that's always a good thing, because you always want to add, not take away, so, but yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to look at your numbers a little bit, and I'm going to tell you what I see in those. And while I'm doing that, you guys can put in numbers that you want us to do, because what we're going to do this week is I'm going to look at your numbers, and then Eileen's going to look at your numbers too. So we're going to both write them out and decide, what the messages are that are coming through. So, which I thought would be really fun, because it's two different ways. Now, you do life path numbers and things like that, right?
I get 5 numbers. The first number is your soul, and that's the addition of your day of birth. The second number is your mask, that is your month. The third number is your gift, and then you go your mission and your path. That's the 5 numbers. So yeah, different ways of adding them. If anybody wants to know more, I am happy to share it, but for the time,
yeah.
So yes, kind of send me on the chat here. If anybody has any number, I can do my additions here. I'm happy to explain how I got to those numbers.
Well,
so I get the numbers.
What I usually do is I will write. So you just need their birthday, just like I do, right? Okay. So basically, what I do is I'll write it out, and then I really just talk about what stands out. Like whatever is talking. Like if the numbers are talking, or the guides are talking, or both are talking, that's what I will talk about. And like that's how we do it in a time efficient way, so that we can do more than one person, do a few people, that's what we try for. So, okay. So first I want to look at your numbers, and then while people are putting them in, so what I always do is I have whoever the guest is for the week, I have you pick whose numbers we're going to do. So then I'm not doing any kind of favoritism, because I know most of these people. So then what you can do is you can start with whoever stands out to you in the comments, but I'm going to look at yours now. So I'm just writing them out. Okay. You have like a full chart of numbers. So like, I like it because you're very well rounded. Like that's the very first thing that I see when I'm writing them.
Sorry.
Okay, so for your chart, the very first thing that stands out to me is that you are a visionary. So what a visionary is it's that you came here with your third eye open. You're somebody who has a lot of psychic ability and you are very tapped into that psychic ability. You also have the motivation and the determination that kind of like moves you with that ability. So basically, it's like you have this like future focus, you know, so you're someone who sees the future in some way or in multiple ways. That's the psychic gift, you know. And then you're someone who actually makes that happen. So you bring that to life. It also says that you're on your last life. And in this life, you're working on making the world a better place for you having been here. That's one of your big things. And then you're also a spirit guide on earth. So that's why you channel so easily, because you're an open channel. Like you're a direct open channel. And so you channel really, really easily just because you have that. You know, you also have this way that you kind of hide away when you've had too much. You kind of go inward, but then you also have extrovert energy and introvert energy, but you're very selective about that. So you're like a case by case basis. It's like sometimes you're the extrovert and you're the life of the party and all of that. Other times you're over it and you don't want to do any of that and you just hide away right in plain sight if you want to, you know. So you have really great numbers. And then your main goal for your lifetime is to perfect your spirituality, you know, like to get to to tie in your spiritual beliefs, you know, with your human life, you know, basically, and then to walk that spiritual path. So you're working on that zen feeling, like you're trying to match like what a Buddha like feeling would be, you know, like what Buddhism, what their goal is. That would be your goal in life. Not that you would become Buddhist, but that you would match that feeling of that zen like existence, you know. So that's what you're always trying for. And the only thing that really stops you is that you have a lot of chaos that goes on, you know. So you have a lot of like confusion that pulls you in different directions, and then you have like some emotional stuff that you're kind of on an emotional roller coaster as well. So you're always working on bringing that together so that you can like even it out, you know. And then you're working on that zen feeling once you get it kind of leveled a little bit, you know. So anyway, those are the things that stand out. I could say a lot more, but that's what's standing out. So
thank you.
Anyway. Yeah, of course. So does that make sense, that stuff?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Quickly looking for that zen energy. Like I left Chile because of that. I wanted to leave. My family was a little bit of a chaos in there. So I was like, I'm going to find my peace.
Yeah, that's good. And did you find your peace where you're at?
In the
Yeah.
process, some days I am, and some days it's like, you know, family with 3 kids, you know, and cats and all that. So it's, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just making aware of you can find peace, even though when you're cleaning your cat poos, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you are a real Buddha, I guess. So I'm working
Yeah.
on that one.
Yeah. No, it looks like it's a constant up and down for you, but that you are always, always working on it. Like you're always in self-development mode, kind of, you know, like self-growth. So that's a good thing. But yeah, you have really good numbers. I like your numbers. So okay, so tell me who we're gonna do next.
Well, I can't see anybody.
Oh,
So
okay. So
I
go
am.
to the are you on a computer?
I am, but when I
Okay.
start, if I put it on my phone, I can see us there, but it will be
Well,
noisy for a minute.
no, if you go on right on the computer, like where you're at now, there should be options on the right hand side, and at the very bottom it says chat. And if you click that chat button, it'll show you all of the comments.
There we go. But let's
Okay,
go.
good. I should have told you that before we went on, but I didn't think of it.
Yeah. Okay. So you want me to choose one person? Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we're just going to go with Carrie Johnson.
Okay. All right. Carrie has amazing numbers. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to say some things that stand out to me, and then Aileen is going to say some things that stand out to her based on her type of numerology. So for me today, it looks like your 3 is talking a lot. What I'm seeing is that so this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a vision of you having a stronghold on yourself. So you're a planner and you're somebody who keeps a really solid plan of you're like, this is what I want to do. You're both a planner and also somebody who likes the plan to be open-ended. You have both, but you're doing something right now where you're having a stronghold on your plans, like on your future or on something. Like you're not allowing some kind of grip to undo, it feels like. And what that's doing is it's messing up your flow. So like somehow you're holding really tight to something, like you're almost being stubborn about it, but it's not stubborn. It's coming from fear. It's some kind of fear that you have this like stronghold on. I don't know what. Like I'm seeing like a house or like it's not a house, like, but it's like a living situation, or yeah, it's a living situation. So it could be like something to do with where you live or where you did live. It could also be something about the way that you live or the way that you want to live. Like maybe you're holding strong to something that you want that you're not getting or something like that. Anyway, the message is that you're holding on to something that you need to let go of. You need to stop trying to control every single part of everything that's happening right now, because you're meant to flow with it better. So that is what I'm getting. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm seeing. So, okay. So what do you see, Aileen, or what are you getting?
Okay, so for me, like if I did a full reading, I will get to the more messages. But what I am feeling with these combinations of number, exactly what you're talking about, a little bit indecisive. Shall I not? Shall I do it? Shall I not do it? That's one part of the thing. But you have 2 sevens, and the sevens are really supportive and they really knowing. And you have it like this. I don't know if you can see. This is very so that's your 3, your 7, your 5, your 6, and your 7. So you have the 2 sevens there, but you having the sevens are the ones that know. The sevens are the ones that go, right, I am doing this thing. I'm not indecisive. The 3 is the one that sometimes feel a little bit unloved, and I know it very well because I got 2 3s. But the 6 is the intuitive, and you have the 6 in the middle. That this is where it comes. That's when the numbers start talking. That is fun. The 6 is in the middle, so you have the intuition for you to choose. So feel in your body, leave your mind alone. The 3 is very intellectual, and that's the internal ping pong, thinking, and then she's exhausted. But the 6 is the one that feels in the heart, the knowing, the gut, and the 7th are the ones, the visionary psychic numbers, the 7, 6, and 7, 5, and 6 combo there, very psychic. So allow the vision to come and go for it, and don't let your mind take over. Will that make sense for you?
That's so funny. It's so funny how your numbers mean such different things, but you get the same conclusion. That's amazing to me. Okay, cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah, I hope that
Okay.
makes sense. People are asking what's my number. So my birthday is the 12th of the 9th, 1974. And I don't know how to write in there.
She's asking because she's in my class, and my students like to do the numbers with us if they can. So I don't think it'll let you post, but I can post if I go to Facebook. So let's see. So 912.
Oh, you're welcome. He's saying both. I hope it did make sense. It's like a super 2 seconds of telling, but yeah, numbers are there ready to pop info.
Hi, Karen. You forgot again. Well, at least you're here. That's all that matters. And you can always watch the replay. We always have the replay. So, okay. So pick the next person.
Okay. So I see Carrie, I see Karen, and yeah, scrolling down. Let's see. Okay, let's do Shelly Branch.
Okay.
Oh, she born the same year as me too. So that's.
I have a theory about Shelly because she comes every week lately. By the way, hi Shelly. She gets picked every single week. I don't know how. Like she's got an energy that everyone must feel because I don't pick the numbers. But I've been observing that and I've noticed whatever, even if she puts in like someone else's numbers, she gets picked every time. I think it's so cool. So you have like a magnetism, some kind of magnetism.
Well, yeah,
I was going to say, I'm looking at her numbers going, actually, you actually do. I see that.
I see that too.
Yeah.
So 11, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Carrie says she's in a transition period and she has control issues. That's it. So exactly what I was seeing was you like holding on tight to something that you need to let go. So I don't know what that was. And then when I asked about it, I saw a house or a situation, you know, and it was like something to do with like whatever you're going through in your life right now. So
just trust.
Yeah, just trust that everything's going to work and just let go of your stronghold on it. It'll work better if you do that. It won't work if you keep holding it like that. That's what it was. It was like you were squeezing the goodness out of it, like squeezing the possibilities out of it, maybe, you know. Hi, Shireen. I'm glad that you're here. Okay, so Shelly. So, what is standing out? Oh, okay. So sorry. Something new I was about to say one thing and then I was like, "Oh no, let's talk about this." Okay. So there's this one number in your chart that is it's like leaning sideways. And when I say, "Why are you leaning sideways?" it says that it needs a break. So, it's I see this. So, like, the vision that I'm getting is somebody standing against a wall with their head on the wall, kind of going, I'm exhausted. I've had enough. Okay. So, there's some overwhelm going on. And what it is that you're feeling pulled in too many directions and you're not doing enough for yourself right now. And it looks like you just need a day or two to get your bearings back. That's what I'm seeing. And then that's also the number of opportunities and vacations and trips and adventure and things like that. And so it's kind of like, it's kind of showing me that like, once you take this break to just kind of get yourself back together and get kind of breathe and get, kind of feel one with yourself again and feel like, you know, you got this again, then maybe it's time to take a vacation or something right after that, you know, like kind of like just, even if it's just a day trip, because it's going to then restore you because you need, you've got a bunch of things pulling at you that are just overwhelming you. That's what it feels like. So hopefully that helps. What do you think, Aileen?
Yeah, well, definitely. Why is that happening? I feel because you're very talented with the numbers 11. So you are good at everything you do. So that's the problem sometimes with people, no problem, but with the people that have the numbers 11. Is all the, for my numbers, you go an 11, a 5, an 11, a 3, and a 10. So the 11th, 5, 11, 3, and a 10. So that's your soul,
Wow.
your mask, your gift, your path, and your mission.
Mm.
So the thing is, the 11 and 11, if we divvy up 11 by 11 is a 1. So you are also somebody that likes to be alone. And what I am feeling while you were talking to me is like, because you are so good at so many things and you can help, you are capable to do anything you want. Now, and you go energy. Number 10 is energetic, it's like everything or nothing. So if your children or your friend is moving house, you will be there and you will do everything in perfection. If I don't know what you do, but you are people person as well. Number 3, you are funny, you are light. But what I feel is too much, is what Tammy is talking about here. And also, taking vacation is wonderful, and it's like if you can, by all
Yeah.
means, do that. But I feel very strongly, we are the same age, that the self-care needs to come every day, moment by moment, 5 minutes a day. I just start doing skin routine. I've never done that in my life before,
Oh,
and I
good.
feel win. It takes 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and those things are what makes you look at yourself in the mirror, tell you how much, how well we're doing,
Yeah.
considering with all what's happening in the world at the moment, the craziness of here, politics, and da 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 da,
Yeah.
so that is yeah, slow down if you can, because I know you go. So slow
Yeah.
down and breathe, and that means taking a cup of tea with intention, taking your
Yeah.
shoes off with intention. Doesn't have
Yeah.
to going away for long time or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It was kind of like what I was seeing is that like that you're in overwhelm right now, but that as soon as you kind of like get yourself back together, feeling okay again, then you're going to actually restore by taking some kind of trip. But even if it's a day trip, like it doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to be something big and adventurous and crazy. It's just something to bring you some kind of restoration because you've been overwhelmed for so long. That's kind of, it was like a treat for letting yourself rest already a little bit. So I don't know. It was very clear, the message, because I went to go talk about something else and then it just started talking. So it was definitely a strong message. So
And the last thing, when we restore ourselves and when we really fill our cup first, what we give is a better quality in a way.
yes.
Otherwise we're giving,
Yeah.
giving. We are depleted, then we start feeling resentful,
Yeah.
exhausted, and all that. So I am pulling myself up as well again and say no. Say no, it's okay.
Yeah. Shelly, you also have a lot of people pleasing energy.
Mhm.
And that's really probably what's happening, like a lot of that. So um anyway, yay. I'm glad that we get the same messages. That's cool. Similar messages. Um, Kat says, does Eileen's numerology also have cool number combos like the Conqueror of the Dragon? I do not know. So,
No.
okay. So, yeah, so we have all different like number combos that like when you add like a 4 and a 1 or a 5 and a 7 or whatever, it like makes something, like it makes it something different. I think yours has a lot of like you're already doing that with the numbers. Like you're already like reducing them and adding them and all those things. So
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
so you
Yeah.
probably yeah.
Okay,
Um,
let's go for Patrick now.
okay, sounds good. Okay, so what are his numbers? Let's see.
And I just want to say one more thing for the last lady. What's her name? Was it
Shelly, for Shelly.
Shelly? Be kind to yourself.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, giving love to you as much as you give to all of the people you do.
Yeah.
And that's a message for me and for all of us, really.
Yeah.
8, 10, 1981.
Yeah. Let's see. So, hi Sandra. I'm glad that you're here. And Laura says that number needs times of decompression for sure. So Laura's another student. She knows what I'm talking about when I say that. So and then Shelly said, my daughter is moving, so I've been helping her pack. And also I've been making handmade coasters to sell at the farmer's market tomorrow. Okay, so that makes sense that you're in overwhelm. And you're welcome. Okay, so Patrick, it's funny that Kat just said something about the Conqueror of the Dragon because you are the Conqueror of the Dragon. The Conqueror of the Dragon is someone that is here to stomp out the dark forces. You're here to make the world better by eliminating like toxic interactions and things like that. Like you don't like bullies. You don't like people to be like mean to one another. Like you're the person that sticks up for everybody when they're being put down, so you're always standing up for the underdog. That's going to be that's going to be a pattern in your life. You also have the unconquerable, which is a number that says it says that you're somebody that never gets defeated yourself. So not only do you help other people, but you do not get defeated yourself. The reason why I'm telling you this is because I think that you have some reason to feel like you would be defeated, like maybe like some stuff that you struggle with or something. And it's like that's standing out as saying, like that's standing out to me as like almost a monster in the corner saying, ha ha ha, I'm gonna beat you, and then your numbers are saying no, not a chance, so that's a strong message for you because you definitely have some doubt around it. And then the next thing that I see is I see you walking into a forest because I think that you need nature to help you. And so those are all like the main messages that are coming through. Like it's kind of like I want to say to you, don't worry because you're not going to fail. Whatever it is that you're trying, you're not going to fail. Whatever it is that's kind of against you is not going to win, because I totally feel a fight that you're currently in, and then nature is going to actually really help you be better. And I don't want you to have that doubt that you have. Like I want you to kind of go, I got this. I'm okay. I'm always okay. And kind of remind yourself that you've always been okay before, because you're going to be okay again. That's what I feel in this. Okay, what do you have?
Okay, so this is what happened in your numbers here. I did 8, 10, 9, 10, and 10. And because the 10 and the 10, you can divvy up, and those are number 1. So 10 divided by 10 is a 1. So we got 2 hidden ones as well. So the 8 is a very it's a number that sometimes it feels a little bit lack of belonging, and it depends where you are at. I don't know where you are at and what do you do, but the number 8 is a searcher and looks, and the number 10s is everything or nothing, and you got 3 number 10s. So I will not be surprised if you like bungee jumping or doing like craft, like fasting things and cards and things like that. Lots of adrenaline things. I'm not sure what you do, but that could be a something like you. With the 10, you have no fear. Now the 8 is a little bit for fear, a little bit. So it's a good balance that you have the support of the 10. But the number 8 is a little bit like this. And this is for anybody that have number 8, but normally the people that have it in the soul, that's you there. So you go here, it's like an 8, a bit like that. So then we think that this is going to be fulfilled with different things, right? So we go, I'm going to have lots of sex. Yay! You feel like shit, you know? Oh, I'm going to eat lots of fish and chips today. That will be so good. You feel terrible. And so on with scrolling, addictions in general, you know? Everything or nothing, definitely. So you
Yeah.
go all there, yes, I want all those things, and then they make you feel, they drain you, right?
Mhm.
So the only thing that is going to fulfill that bag that holds of you is spirituality,
Yeah.
right? And that can look like for different people different ways. But what you mentioned, nature, definitely, because nature, um I was just hearing, is like the voice of God, you know, in
Mhm.
nature. It's the
Yeah.
calm, that Zen energy that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Nature, what other things do you feel you fulfill your heart with? And I'm reading you there.
Mhm.
So we can have nature. What other things you think, Tammy? Or people put it in the comments. What other things fulfill us as a human beings, you know? What are they? Nature.
Well,
What is
yeah, like what you're saying about the eight, I feel the same way about the eight. Like that is how the eight works in my type of numerology as well. It's kind of like all the earthly vices call to you, and you're always trying to fix an internal problem with an external solution, and so you can't ever fill yourself. With that. So yeah, I agree. It's you need all those things. Yeah, music, that's one for
definitely.
sure. Yeah,
And
and
numbers eight are very good singing. Music heals. So tonight
yeah,
I go an event that I'm going to a kirtan, that is this Indian type of meditation, mantra meditation. That is beautiful for a number eight.
mhm, yeah,
Creativity, definitely as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
And if
Well,
we can
and
go,
anything that you can give to yourself, like anything that gives to you that's not like material wise, like
right,
any kind of projects that you love to work on or anything that you like to create, anything like that feeds your soul. Like that could help.
correct. And that could be yoga, that could be meditation, and
Mhm.
ultimately, this is the connection with Creator, God, universe,
Yeah.
plants, whatever you name it, it doesn't matter. It's what you call it, and what. So that is the thing you need to find. So what happened when we do find it, and what happened? This, instead of draining like this, it happened this. So we have this ball here, and then this one, this is the number eight here, that drops down there and becomes this symbol. What is this
Mm.
symbol?
The infinity?
The infinity. So those become the
Yeah.
wings for
Mm.
this human being here, that in the case is you
Mm.
now. So you can be an angel on earth, and we don't need to die
Mm.
to become an
Mm.
angel. So we can be in
Yeah.
service now. And
Mhm.
it's lots more things I can talk about it, but
Yeah.
that's roughly about the number eight, because I
Yeah.
think it's really good for all of us, even if we don't have an eight, to understand what
Yeah.
happened when we fulfill ourselves truly. It's just
Yeah.
so much easier life become. I hope that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. And I think you explain it a lot. I think you explain it very similar to how I do. A different way, but the same concepts. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's cool. I like when it's like that, when it's similar. Okay, so let's do one more.
Sure, let's have a look.
And also, hi, Elena. I don't know if I said hi to you before. So if I miss anyone, it's not because I want to miss you. I definitely don't want to miss anyone. I love that all of you are here.
Yeah, it's so cool. Did we do this lady called Sandra
Sandra?
Perez?
I don't think we did.
Okay, Sandra Perez. Here we go.
Okay.
Where are you from, Sandra? That sounds a bit South American.
Oh, maybe. Let's see. Where are her numbers?
10, 24. Oh, so maybe I'm doing the numbers wrong, because you guys are doing 24th of the 10. So,
So we usually write the month, the day, and then the year.
Okay, well,
Does that change your numbers?
yeah, but that's okay. It doesn't matter because it's still the numbers in the. So
I was
this
gonna
one,
say because you're still getting everything accurate. So
yeah, it doesn't matter. That shows you that it's just
yeah,
a detail. So she's the
yeah.
24th of October, 1941, correct?
Okay.
No, I'm asking.
Oh, I don't know. I don't. Oh yeah, 10, 24, 41. Yeah.
So it's the
Yeah.
day
So 10 would be the month. 10 would
Mhm.
be the month.
Yeah.
24 would be the day. 41 would be the year.
So her birthday is coming up soon. Happy birthday.
Oh yeah. I never look at birthdays, which is so weird. Like I never notice that it's people's, when their birthdays are. Oh, it's not her birthday. Okay, so it's someone else that we're talking about. Oh, and she says she's from Canada. Hi, Stephanie. I'm glad that you're here. Okay.
Not your birthday. Your
Yeah.
dad's birthday, yes.
So a lot of times they will put other people's numbers in, which is totally fine. We just do other,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. But she says it's her dad's birthday. So okay. So okay, so what stands out to me is first of all, he's all heart. Okay, he's got heart all around his chart. He's got a very, very big heart. He's very, very loving and just a wonderful feeling kind of person. Like he would feel really good. No, we don't need your birthday. Don't worry. We're totally fine doing this. And then I see a lot of confusion. So I see a lot of confusion around his emotions and a lot of him like not knowing what he wants or where he wants to be or what he wants to do. So there's a lot of like he's like a wonderful beautiful person, but then he's got a lot of like stubbornness and like set in his ways kind of, and he's somebody who like doesn't really like change and doesn't do well with change, and then he's kind of grumbly, like he feels a little grumbly to me. He feels like a teddy bear because he's so loving, but he feels like a grumbly teddy bear to me. So I definitely think that it's all talk. I think his insides are very soft, but I think his exterior is probably hardened. Like he wants to come off like he's, scary and gruff and whatever, but really the truth is that he's really like a gummy bear inside. Like he's really somebody that's soft and loving and full of heart and just wants good for everybody, but he does struggle with his own emotions and he struggles with his own voice. So he doesn't know how to say the things that he means, but I think you can feel them anyway. That's what it feels like to me, you know. He also is like just all he cares about is love. Like he just like he's been searching for love his whole life, or he's been dedicated to one person his whole life, something like that. But like he's definitely like that's where his focus would be, is his love, whoever his love is, or searching for love. Because he just has been trying to feel that feeling his whole life. That's been his goal. So but I do see him struggling with that. So, and that's probably because he struggles with his voice, and then because he's like willing to fight even when he's wrong, and he's pretty stubborn. So he might really struggle with that kind of stuff too, but that would be his focus. So I don't know if that even made sense. Hopefully that made sense. But, okay, what do you think, Aileen?
Well, for me, yes, definitely some things you said that totally. So he's number six, right? And as a number six, I also got six. As I say, I don't know you, but I feel you. So he sometimes we struggles as number six because if I go to a party, I can look at the room, read the room energetically, and I know exactly what everybody knows. And sometimes I might get it wrong, but not normally. And I know that that person looks a bit tired, needs a glass of water. I know that that person needs this, da 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 da. And I am a mom as well, so
Mhm.
very motherly like this. So number six, if he doesn't have techniques, number 6 are very feeling and absorbing other people's energies as well. So it will be really good for him to have some techniques so he can clear the energies, because what he might be feeling is not even his. It's because he's walking around in town. Is this baby crying? Is this beeping the horn because you're going too slow? And he's absorbing, constantly absorbing. And he's a number 10 as well. Oh yeah, he passed away, you're saying there. Thank you for sharing. So he would have been a magnetic person. Everybody would have known where he is and how he was. He could have either been quite stubborn, as you mentioned, or good looking as well, and very intellectual, so very intelligent on what he did and what he put out there. Physical, he would have been physical, like to do exercise and sport and things like this, or movement, or hopefully he did something physical in his life and not sitting in front of the computer, because with these numbers, it could have been a hard thing for him. But intuitive, if he chose to be that way, the intuition could be a really easy thing. And hard worker. Yeah. Yeah. Sending you love. Because even, dads are dads. If anytime they die and we grow, but it's not easy for us to lose them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope that makes sense for you.
Yeah. Nice. So Stephanie, we don't have time. I'm sorry, but you're welcome to come back next week for sure. And Sandra, I hope that some of that made sense, or all of it made sense, hopefully, actually. And I'm sorry that your dad passed away. That's hard. I wonder if like he became a widow at 36, and I wonder if his focus then still was your mom, because that's what I see, in his chart. So
yeah, hard worker, start family business.
wow, 8 years old. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, giving, very generous with the number 4, generous with his time and his knowledge and his intuition.
Yeah. Wow. Hi, Lisa. I'm glad that you made it. Yeah, sorry, Stephanie. He never remarried. Yeah, so I wonder if he thought about your mom always, because he's got like the twin flame focus in his chart, and that's why I said that. So, wow. Okay, so this was fun, and I'm really glad that we did it. Like, I really love I love that your numbers are so different. Like your numbers mean different things than mine. Like they straight up do. But then somehow your conclusions pretty much match what I see, So like they're a little different, but it's not very different. So.
Yeah. It'll be cool to do this without knowing what you're telling, and you without knowing what I'm telling, and then put the two like that,
Oh, yeah. Like we could have maybe we should do it without an audience, where we just have a set of numbers and we come together and show like what you said and what I said, and we'll do it as a comparison. Like we record it separately and then put it together. That would be fun,
Lots of play here.
Yeah, I'm totally open for that. So yeah. Anyway, well, thank you guys for being here, and I will see you next week, and I will put all of Aileen's information up so that you can contact her. You can book time with her and, learn a million things from her, because she's amazing. So, all right. We will see you very, very soon. Bye. What did you say? Did you want to say something?
Before we finish, I'll do the karakia again, yeah?
Yeah. Do that, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the New Zealand prayer for the people that arrived just now. Started like this and we finish like this.
Okay.
Ke runga, ke raro, ke roto, ke waho, re ho, pai marire. And do I have 2 seconds to finish with a little song?
Yeah, of course.
So te aroha, te wakapono, me terangi Marie tato tato e. Thank you.
I love that. That's very nice. Very, very nice. Thank you for adding that. All right, everyone. We will see you next week. Have a good week. Bye.
Bye.